Hello, welcome. In this video, I am going to give you a basic overview of Oracle integration. What are the element in Oracle integration, what is the canvas looking and all these things. So let's begin. So I have already created one schedule integration where in the schedule integration, I will show you all the details related to the canvas, elements and all these things. So here you can see in the screen, this is the canvas where we have to draw the integration. We have to add all the elements and all. So whenever we are creating schedule integration, we are getting two default endpoint. The first is the schedule endpoint and the second one is the stop endpoint. And all the elements or action and attributes, whatever we have to add between these two elements only, the two endpoints only. So this is the canvas of the Oracle integration, and here you can see Oracle integration generation 3 provide facilities to make a cut copy of the endpoint. So suppose this is our endpoint, we have to move this endpoint to any other location known as the reposition. We have option to cut and paste. So here you can see once we will cut, this will be removed, and where we will add paste, that will be paste over there only. So this is the basic things we can do here. And here you can see, suppose the canvas showing the element in the vertical way. If we want to change it to horizontal, we have to click here. Once we will click, it will be changed to horizontal. And also we have one option to show with the details. So here you can see, once you will click on this outline icon, you can see all the endpoint with the details. You can see this is the schedule endpoint based on a schedule trigger this orchestration. And next is the note is the endpoint where we are going to show the log messages and all. And this is the terminate the integration endpoint. So this is the basic details, and once you will see, we can maximize and minimize the integration by clicking here only. And here we have the insight views. If we have insight in the integration, we can click here and say check. And suppose we created the integration, we have to change the name, we have to assign the package to integration, we can click here. Once we will click, we can see we have properties option for the integration where we can change the name, we can add the package name or remove the package name, and add the URL description, all these things, right? And here action report, here we can say we have basic details related to that. And after that, if you will see, we have option where we have to add to business identifier. As we know that each and every integration have mandatory, so we have only one business identifier, or we can say the tracing variable. So we can add tracing variable by clicking on this icon only. And if we have, suppose we have any error in our integration, by clicking on this icon, we can get the error details, whatever we have, even we can do the changes in that only, right? And once we have done with this all the details, here you can see in this is the type where we can zoom out or zoom in our integration, right? And after that, you can see in the top right corner we have four icons. The first icon is for getting all the connections created in the system. So whatever connection created in the system in the instance only will be visible here. So here you can see, if you will move your mouse here, you can see that the endpoint name as the invoke. It means that our integration is initiated. This is our trigger endpoint or trigger connection. So in the case of schedule, we don't have any connection for trigger, we have schedule endpoint. After that, whatever element or whatever connection we will add, that connection will be known as invoke connections. Once you will click, you can see all the connection which is available here is the type of invoke or the trigger and invoke type, right? It's not only trigger here, right? And if you want to choose the connection, we can directly drag the connection here, or by clicking here you can also create new connection. And after that, all the endpoints whatever we have to create variables, we have to create a loop, if statement, all these things we can click by clicking on the action icon. So in action, you can see we have all the elements. Whatever action element we can add, just like assign for creating variables, data stitch for updating the value of the global variable, logger, map, wait, stage, file operations, all these things we have in the action. And then after, we have option for error handling, like read through fault, throw new fault and all. And all the logical parts we have comes under the logic tab, where we have for each statement, for each loop, parallel, scope, switch, while, etc. And even we have the call option, where we can call the JavaScript function, call another integration, or the OCI function, that the pre-built function we have. And in last, we have the AND endpoint, that mentions that the integration is going to end by returning some values or directly stopping all these things. So this is the basic overview of the integration. And once after that, if you will see, we have the icon. Once you will click on this icon here, we will get option to create global variable. So you can see once we will click on this add variable, here we will get option to create a new variable, that global variable, all these things. After that we have option for searching. So suppose whatever endpoint we have in the integration, if we want to search, we can use this icon to search the endpoint or the action whatever we have added. So this is the basic details of integration whatever we can have in our Oracle integration application. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe our channel, and yeah, please make a comment on that so that it can motivate us to do that kind of videos again and again. Thank you so much.